One man with courage makes a majority. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action arrives, stop thinking and go in. The brave man, inattentive to his duty, is worth little more to his country than the coward who deserts her in the hour of danger. I was born for the storm, and a calm does not suit me. Any man worth his salt will stick up for what he believes right, but it takes a slightly better man to acknowledge instantly and without reservation that he is in error. Heaven will be no heaven to me if I do not meet my wife there. It is a damn poor mind indeed which can't think of at least two ways to spell any word. Peace above all things is to be desired, but blood must sometimes be spilled to obtain it on equable and lasting terms. There are no necessary evils in government. Its evils exist only in its abuses. You must pay the price if you wish to secure the blessing. The Constitution and the laws are supreme and the Union indissoluble. Our federal union, it must be preserved. Every good citizen makes his country's honor his own. But you must remember, my fellow citizens, that eternal vigilance by the people is the price of liberty. I weep for the liberty of my country when I see at this early day of its successful experiment that corruption has been imputed to many members of the House of Representatives. It is to be regretted that the rich and powerful, too, often bend the acts of government to their selfish purposes. All the rights secured to the citizens under the Constitution are worth nothing and a mere bubble, except guaranteed to them by an independent and virtuous judiciary. The Bible is the rock on which this republic rests. Disunion by force is treason. We are beginning a new era in our government. The people are the government. Money is power, and in that government which pays all the public officers of the states, will all political power be substantially concentrated. I have always been afraid of banks. The mischief was effected by the banks, which multiplied and extended themselves under favor of the national currency, the paper money, which served them as a basis. The bank, Mr. Van Buren, is trying to kill me, but I will kill it. There is no necessary evil in government. Its evils exist only in its abuses. The humble members of society, the farmers, mechanics, and laborers, who have neither the time nor the means of securing like favors to themselves, have a right to complain. The funds of the federal government are raised for national purposes, and ought in justice to be applied exclusively to national purposes. Justice and truth demand that I should not invite you to participate in mingling blood with your innocent hearts. It is a poor mind that can think of only one way to spell a word. The wisdom of man never yet contrived a system of taxation that would operate with perfect equality. Providence protects children and idiots. I know because I have tested it. Providence protects children and idiots. I know because I have tested it. You must remember, my fellow citizens, that eternal vigilance by the people is the price of liberty. In a free government, the demand for moral qualities should be made on all. I am a freeman, an American, a Democrat. The people are the government, administering it by their agents. They are the government, the sovereign power. War is not an independent phenomenon, but the continuation of politics by different means. There are some things in this world that will never be settled to the satisfaction of everybody. The government should not be guided by the dictates of fashion. Elevate those guns a little lower. I would sincerely regret, and which never shall happen whilst I occupy the presidential chair, the necessity of using force. I can beat any man in Kentucky if I'm ready. I will always cherish the man who's prepared to die for his country. I have never sought the applause of my countrymen by exposing them to unnecessary danger, but I am not afraid to encounter any if the safety or honor of the country should demand it. The planter, the farmer, the mechanic, and the laborer form the great body of the people of the United States. As long as we are governed by the government, we are one great family.